What is up, guys? It's Keisha and Kat here with the fresh and wavy content. So I want to go ahead and talk about Kim Kardashian. We know that she has this obsession with purchasing everything iconic, from specifically those dead, whether it's Princess Diana and the necklace situation or Michael Jackson. Yes, she purchased one of Michael Jackson's like velvet blazers and she got it tailored for Northwest when North was like 7 years old at the time. Which is just such a crazy statement to be saying anyways, because it's like, yes, Michael Jackson's legacy will always live on. I feel like if I have kids, my kids will know who Michael Jackson is. Michael Jackson had this look and the branding speaks for itself, right? So that, with that being said, sure, okay, maybe Northwest has heard him around the house, but let's be so for real. A 7-year-old, do you really think a 7-year-old is wanting Michael Jackson's blazer? No. No. They're wanting Barbie dolls and maybe a little bit of, I don't know, Mickey Mouse. Or they want your iPad. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't want a Michael Jackson velvet blazer. They can hear you talk around the house like, oh my God, Michael Jackson's, but they don't even care like that for real. Let's be so for real. Anyway, so we know that she loves to have these prized possessions. And I've always just been really like weirded out by it. Like, is it just me? You know, you feeling the need to wear one of Princess Diana's iconic necklaces, like for what? Like, why do you feel like you always have to have everything? And even with the whole Met Gala situation in 2022, girl, you know your ass couldn't fit in that dress and it ripped. You knew that. I don't know, I just think it's weird. Like, leave these iconic things to these people's families, especially if they're dead. Like, leave it to these people's families, or if they're alive, leave it to those who it actually belongs to. I think it's just weird to go out of your way to feel like, oh, because I can slap X amount of dollars, I should just do it. I feel like it comes down to entitlement, it comes down to greed, and I'm just not working with it. Anyways, the reason why we've gathered here today is because you guys know the Hannah Montana 20th special came out, I think maybe a week ago as I'm making this video now, and maybe at some point I will sit down to make a video talking about my thoughts and opinions in regards to the 20th anniversary. I will give you a little teaser. I found it quite underwhelming. I just feel like I didn't like Alex Cooper. That's number one. Number two, I just kind of felt like, but where's Lily at though? Where's Lily and Oliver? Like, just do it for the fans, you know? I love seeing Miley sing a lot of the iconic songs, especially with her newer vocals and the range, and she does obviously sound different, but Miley Cyrus has always been sickening to me. I love me some Miley Cyrus. In this household, we love some MC, okay? But it felt very flat. And I just expected so much, because when I'm thinking of Hannah Montana, I'm thinking of iconic. I'm thinking of when I was younger, I was sacked. When it came to Hannah Montana and That's So Even, oh baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. So, you know, watching it, I just wasn't really, I was gagged and I had my snacks ready to watch. But then when it came time to watching, I was just kind of like, oh, that's not. Anyways, also, if you guys can hear background sounds, I swear my window is not open, but you know what it is? I feel like all the walls here are just really soundproof. So like, you can hear cars, you can probably hear people making out if you close. You can just hear everything, so I do apologize for that, but yes, the show must go on, right? So Kimberly Kardashian believes that she is deserving of the iconic Hannah Montana wig, and I just felt like, wait, what? I saw the headline and I was like, ain't no way, there's just no way. Why does she feel like she's so entitled to everything? Girl, now I get it, Hannah Montana is like one of the most iconic things to come out of pop culture, one of the best television shows to come out. You know, it wasn't just the kids, it was like even the adults like jamming to the songs. I completely understand Miley Cyrus' impact, okay? But why do you, Kim Kardashian, believe that you are deserving of the wig? So you thought you should have the wig instead of Miley Cyrus, who is still alive, the woman herself who played Hannah Montana. Can someone please make it make sense for me? Because I've really been sitting down thinking like, okay, gather my thoughts together, bitch. I still don't know what the hell this woman has going on. I think it's actually really scary now. Like, just rest on your own quote unquote iconicness and just leave it there. I don't know any other celebrity who's like placing bids and putting thousands of dollars, also millions of dollars down to own property that isn't theirs. It just doesn't make any sense. I even don't agree that a superfan should have these items either. I think it should just go down to these people's families or their estate, like whatever the case is. But anyways, Kim Kardashian thought she was slick. Let me tell you what this woman's game plan was allegedly. Anyway, so you guys know how she has, you know, the Kardashians, which is on Hulu, which is also on Disney, right? Is anyone actually watching the Kardashians? I kind of feel like we left it alone a long time ago. I feel like when it finished on the E network, everyone was just kind of like, okay, you know, ladies, hang it up, flat screen, it's enough now. We followed you across your lives. It was staged as hell. There was fake fights between Kourtney and Kim, and I'm like, bitch, everything just is staged, you know, but we knew that. Us as the consumers of the show, we knew that. Do we still care about the Kardashians in 2026? I will say, I'm tired and fed up of each and every one of them. But when we're talking about who's doing it for people, listen, these women are always going to be attention seekers. And since we're speaking on Kim, let's speak on Kim. Kim is an attention seeker. She really is. She would do anything for clout, even though she has it all, even though she's a whole billionaire. Like, what more do you need? I know that, you know, there's talks of her dating Lewis Hamilton. Would you look at that? Suddenly I just started yawning. I'm tired now. You know, she will always find a way to have her names out there in the tabloid, and that to me is really weird. Because if it's like someone trying to make a come up for themselves, then sure, but you've been doing this for so many years now, when does it stop? Not everything needs to be a storyline. Because even if she did get the Hannah Montana wig, I bet you that was going to be a storyline for the show. And you know how to outrage people, and you know that would have outraged Hannah Montana fans. Anyways, The Kardashians is, you know, a show that is on Hulu, that's on Disney, and Hannah Montana, the actual series, is on Disney, and the 20th anniversary special is on Disney as well. So she tried to place a bid allegedly, and she tried to talk to the people at Hulu, and they were like, no, just no. It doesn't matter whether we're in communication and, you know, you have your show running on a network. No, nobody gets to own this Hannah Montana wig. And even if someone was going to own it, it would be Miley Cyrus herself. But if anything, I feel like give it to Miley Cyrus. But also, if you give it to Miley Cyrus, yeah, she's got to place it in like this iconic, like, you know, the museums, like when they lock it up, you can't have access to it, but you can't even touch it. Like, it's so sickening. But the thing about the Hannah Montana wig too, it's like, which one is it? Which one did Kim Kardashian try to purchase? Because if it was season 1 wig, take it. Nobody wants that. Respectfully, disrespectfully, nobody wants that wig. That wig looks like a helmet. If you want it, I'm gonna be there. Sorry, I know we should be singing a key, but like it just felt right in that moment. So, excuse me. If Kim Kardashian wanted the Hannah Montana season 1 wig, or more, take it. In fact, I might even just chuck it at you. Try and catch it. Take it, girl. Now, there was some other Hannah Montana wigs where I'm like, ooh, this is a little too bulky. It's giving bulkylicious. It's giving helmet on head. It's giving me when I first tried to install a wig. It wasn't a good job. So if she wanted those wigs, then you know what, girl, nobody wants it. But if it's the iconic ones that I'm thinking of, when it actually was placed on Miley Cyrus' head top actually really well, and the hairstylist knew what time it was, then no. Kim Kardashian, you're entitled as hell. You're very entitled. It kind of makes me feel like, do you not think that you're good on your own? Do you not think that all the things that you've done in the media or on social media or in terms of your brand, do you not think it's enough? Because I've never heard of a situation like this where another celebrity is placing bids for items or calling people up or splashing the cash on things that have nothing to do with them. Make it make sense, please, I'm begging. I'm still wondering, girl, that Michael Jackson blazer was tailored to North at the time when she was 7 years old. What have they done with it now? And also, it's like, no, I think people need to put their foot down more and say, you don't get to have this, the same way Hulu did that. I don't know who was in charge of having the Michael Jackson blazer. I guess it was like family or like someone a part of the estate, but yikes. Listen, I know money can help a lot of people out and everything, but come on, the Jacksons don't need it like that. I need someone to, honestly, I need you guys to comment down below in the comment section, make it make sense. I feel like I'm struggling trying to understand why Kim Kardashian would do such a thing, but I already know. I told you guys a million times already. Entitlement, greed. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.